Okay, so double-ended dildos. Do lesbians in real life use these, or is it just a porny thing? I'm traumatized by the idea of those after that scene in Requiem for a Dream. Can never see them as hot after that. I'm not lesbian but have been in a bisexual relationship and have hooked up with a few women. It's not really commonplace, tbh. I can't speak for all relationships obviously, but from my experience most use vibrators, some use strap-ons. But I have never seen a girl pull out a double-ended dildo. I've never met someone who owns one, not gonna lie. It doesn't seem common, seems like a porn thing for sure. I love my shirts. They could reenact the Lady and the Tramp spaghetti eating scene with it. It's not a common thing. However, if you have a good one they can be great. Typically do both laying back, propped up on one elbow, facing one another. It's really hot to take charge of the rhythm and feel your partner come for you, which then obviously gets you going and they take charge, etc. Kind of a cyclical thing. Good old dildo on a stick works best. My ex and I got a strapless strap-on and honestly only used it a handful of times because it took so much pelvic floor strength when topping to get enough thrusting power. Please nobody contact me. The first time I found out what a double-headed dildo was, I was like 12 and playing San Andreas, and you find one in the police bathroom. I killed a hooker with it and my aunt was like, WTF is that? And me and her son were like, we don't know, but it's a weapon. They are pretty useful when you need a handle, anyway. Lesbian you know. Honestly it was awkward AF and didn't fit in the sex drawer, so we never used it again. I can't speak for women, but my wife and I bought one and tried it with another woman a couple of times. They didn't exactly rant and rave about it. There are way more interesting things to do than that. A guy I was dating and I used one. We had it in our bums while I rode him. It was meh. Only for a show. In all of the lesbian relationships I have been in, most just use mouth, and fingers and toys are a sometimes thing. Never a double-ended one though. In 7th grade sex ed class, our gym teacher, who in retrospect was absolutely a lesbian, was asked how lesbians had sex as we were learning about LGBT sexuality, and she didn't hesitate to answer double-ended dildos. Our 13-yo minds were blown. Depends. Strictly speaking, double-ended are just long and those no. However, strapless strap-ons my ex-GF and I loved. One end has a bulb and clit stimulator and the other the dildo. It is kind of U-shaped. Great fun for dual penetration. Not as effective for a climax as the mouth though. The running joke for us is that when we're both cleaned out it's a double-ender night. Go butt to butt and just go to it one day. Well, give it a go. Sounds hot to try it, but can foresee execution being difficult. Me and my boyfriend use them so when we are ass to ass our dicks slap together. Ass to ass.